Hi people, we're back. This is self-defense video
16.
Yes, it's 16 and I'm Mark and this is
Hello.
We're going to go through what we did in the last video and add on some counters to this video, but let's just recap our movements to start off with, because our movements are very important. If our movements off, then today's technique or what we did last week isn't going to make sense. You're going to be crossing over and getting muddled up. So guard up, nice wide base, nice and tight. What's that, hay fever? So someone's hay fever is bugging him. So yeah, guard up nice and tight, nice and light on our feet. All right, let's start by just moving forward a few steps. That's it, nice in the rhythm. That's it, good. And moving back a few steps. Step into the left, or if this is your right, and then step into the other side. Good. Remember our pivots, important parts with the pivots. I've drilled this over and over again in our videos, is opening up that base to give you space and give you momentum to spin backwards. And we've got a nice wide pivot. This is very important for today's session. So hands up, step, pivot off. Good. Let's go again. Step wide, pivot off, and again, step wide. You see I'm still finishing up in a nice wide base. And again, step, pivot. Good. Let's just bring in some hands now just to keep ourselves busy. You should have done your warm up and stretch video already, so you should be nice and warm. Excellent. When I say pivot, I want you to step, pivot out of the way. Nice and light on our toes. Pivot. Excellent. Still striking. Good. Pivot. Pivot. And last one, pivot. Good. Now I want you to start thinking about the counters. So a few videos ago, we did some pivot counters. So using your long guard, just a long guard today, nothing short. We're gonna keep everything long. So long guard, pivot means we've got straight punches or we've got kicks, depending on what counters you wanna use. Let's go, hands, pivot, that's it, nice and long. Pivot again. Pivot again. Excellent. Now let's bring in the counters. Pivot counter. So I countered with my cross. You may have done a kick. If today's your first time joining us for this video, please recap on some of the last ones that we've done just to catch up and get up to speed. Okay. Pivot counter. Good. So I pivoted off, countered with my jab cross. Good. Pivot counter. Good. I was gonna throw a kick, but now we're gonna look at going the other way, opposite way around now. So instead of skipping around like we've done in a circle, we're just gonna step round, nice and long. Let's go. Throwing that jab. Good. Step round long. Excellent. That will line up our cross and stuff like that, or our switch kick. Let's go. Step round. Excellent. Let's start using our counters now. Step round, counter. Step round, counter. Excellent, good work. So that's pretty much up to speed when it comes to using our pivots along with our counters. Let's bring in last video's technique, just starting off with the hands. Yes, the hands. So looking at the trap, what we're defending is these wild hooks, the hooks that come like so. It's difficult to defend these tight ones. If you watch a lot of boxing, a lot of their hooks are tight. Recently we had the Dillian White fight and he dropped his opponent with a nice tight left hook. We're trying to replicate what it would look like on the street. It's very, 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 very difficult to get a nice tight hook on the street. Most of these hooks are gonna come nice and wide like so. So looking at defending them, we've done covering up, answering the telephone. Last video we looked at the trap. So let's bring that in our shadowing. So we might have a tight guard, step back, trap, excellent. I'm imagining that the punch is coming around this side for this jaw. So what I'm trapping the arm, trapping the head. So that's what we're trying to shadow here. Trapping the arm, trapping the head. So let's go. Trap, excellent, good. Same for the other side, trap, nice, perfect. Double jab, step back, big punches coming, trap, good. Now we're gonna add the pivot and we're gonna control that head. Shadow, step back, good, trap. We step out, spin backwards. So as we spin backwards, we're controlling that head, bringing that head to the hip. This is the important part. What some people might do is they trap and step wide. The wider you step is the more balance you're allowing your opponent or your partner, whoever you're training with, to have. What we're trying to do is keep them off balance. So in the last video you saw, Talal was doing a lot of spinning. That's because I'm controlling his head, bringing his head closer to my hip. That means his legs have to follow wherever his head goes. It's just, what they call it, physics, biology, one of the sciences anyway. You control the head, the feet will have to follow. There's no way your legs can go this way and your head can go this way. Doesn't make sense. They have to go together. They're in a relationship. So let's do that again. Hands up, punches come around this way, trap. See, I stepped out at the same time, so I know already what I'm gonna do. So let's do that, one motion. Trap and step. That head is coming to this hip is going backwards. His legs or her legs are here. As the head comes down, the legs are gonna follow the body. So let's go, we're here, step and pivot, pull it down. Yeah, so I'm still controlling the arm. I haven't let go of the arm. If I let go of the arm, then it's likely that they're gonna try and grab my head or punch me over the top. So I wanna control the arm, yeah? Again, trap, step, excellent, good. Now let's go the other way. So the punch is coming this way, so this time we're gonna trap and step this side, yeah? So let's go, trap and step, control the head, pulling the head down, spinning backwards. So now if you can see, Talal's still in this stance, but I've moved in southpaw. The reason why I'm in southpaw because I'm thinking about using this leg as a counter. So we can start thinking about these type of things now, counters. All right, same again, we're going this way, trap, step, pivot, excellent. So what he would do from here, he would switch to throw that back knee, whereas I've already stepped. There's no right or wrong, it's just about options. I always teach you this, it's about options. Let's go, trap and step, pivot round, good. Let's drive that knee now. See, you had to step. All right, let's go again. We're going this way again, trap and step, spin round, drive that knee. Good, back to your stance. Still controlling the arm, still controlling the head. Okay, let's go the other way. Last time, one each way, and then we're gonna start looking at it on each other. We're going this way now, trap and step, pull it down, drive that knee, and we're back, still controlling the head, yeah? Opposite way, last time. Together, trap and step, pull it down, drive that knee or switch, drive that knee, good, still controlling the head and time. So I'm gonna go through some of the movement with Talal, then Talal's gonna get a chance to do it on me. He's been waiting for this since the last video. He's itching, itching. Let's slow it down. We slow it right down, looking at step by step, just like how we did in the last video. The first hook's gonna come nice and wide. It's that left hook, that front hook. I'm here, he lines up for that hook, big explosion, boom, it's gonna land right on my jaw. Most of the time, often enough in street fights, you see their body language kind of turns. So depending on which side they're gonna hit with, they'll turn like this. So look how off balance I am already. And they're gonna do everything they can, kind of like they're throwing a discus or like even like a shot put to come to finish it with that one strike. So what you want to do is kind of be as safe as possible. Your natural reaction might be to do this, or we've done rolling, but now we're actually going to trap and restrain, yeah? So that hook comes. I'm here, so I'm aiming to catch it like this, yeah? Catch it here, and at the same time, I'm catching the head, trapping the head to now control the body. Even though he's bigger than me, it's still possible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's all right, so let's go again. Trap. Last video I told you that because he's taller, I'm having to step forward slightly, yeah? So let's look at that again, slow motion. Trap. Now we're looking at the feet, the base. We've done millions of squats in our cardio video because the base, the strong legs are very, very important. So now what I'm doing is, I'm stepping out to bring that head down. Okay, this is important. Look at the positioning of his body. He's already off balance. If I let go here and he frees him in this position, okay, you're supposed to be frozen.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, I just said freeze. So you're here, freeze him in this position, he's stuck here. Now look, there's not much he can do. His hand is caught, he's already thinking about using this one, but if I just control his head a little bit more, he's no longer got this. Now his legs are gonna wanna follow his head. So as I'm stepping round, his legs are gonna fall out underneath him, and more than likely he's gonna fall on the floor. If not, I can always trip. Okay, let's look at the other side. Works the same way. That hook comes, a trap, here, step at the same time. Again, boom. Here, I've opened up my base, pulling that head down, still controlling his arm. Even if I wanted to, I could spin like this, so that way I'm spinning his whole body. This will make him fall on his back. I'm not trying to make him fall on his back, I'm just trying to restrain. So I'm here, come round. Yeah, you can see he's got that hand still tucked. If I don't want to get hit by the hand, I just bring him underneath even more. See? So I'm just controlling, restrain, yeah? From here, options. Option number one, like I said, restrain. I lean on his head, so that way I'm controlling his head. I've caught his arm, there's not much he can do. Anytime he tries to move, I can just reposition my body, use a bit of strength, keep my base nice and strong, reposition my body, he can't go anywhere. That's option number one. Again, option number one, go in the opposite side, trap, restrain. He tries to move, struggling a little bit. You can see I'm really controlling. He's still trying to move, trying to move. Good. What I would do from here is also step back, because you can see where's my leg. If he decides to grab my leg, now there's issues. I'm stuck. I'm gonna want to let go. So thinking about safety, doing these type of movements, I always talk about space. Now we're stepping in and we're trapping and we're restraining. We have limited our space. So that means there's not that many options when it comes to safety. So you always have to be thinking, let's go again. He throws that hook, step and trap. I bring my legs wide. You can see I've got a nice strong balance. So now if he tries to go for a leg, he's got further to go, I can bring him down even more. Yeah, bring him down even more. Whereas if I'm stepping close, so watch again, if I'm stepping close and he goes for that leg, yeah, now look who's off balance. So now it turns into a tug of war. He's gonna go for like some sort of takedown. I haven't necessarily trained in MMA, but I would know how to defend this position. It's kind of like how we would do a burpee. We would drop back into a sprawl, hips down, and I'm controlling his head. From this position here, you can see my arms right underneath his neck. I can turn.
Oh my God.
No, I'm joking. Don't do that. That's not a technique that we'll learn today. I don't even know how to teach that properly. But yeah, keeping it simple. No, it wasn't in the plan. All right, keeping it simple. Just looking at our options. Don't get confused by that. All right, let's go again. Throws the hook. I trap. I'm keeping nice and safe, restraining, yeah? Again, if you try to touch that leg, restraining. Again, same side. Good, step round, but now I can look at counters. You've got the knee anywhere you like. You got the head, you got the body, you got the leg. If you're looking to stun, go to the body. That will hurt, it will stun them. If you're looking to, if you're looking to really hurt them, you can go for the face. But body's fine to be stunned. You can push them down and you've got time to disappear if you have to disappear, or focus on if there's another form of danger coming. Again, that comes in, trap, bring it round. You can now line up punches, boom, but now I've let go. It's giving them the option to now counter. So you really want to kind of stick to here, knees. You got the trip as well. So yeah, those are the technical things that you have to watch out for, especially when it comes to the legs. Let's see if Talal's been listening. It's his turn. All right, so I've got my friend. Again, we're not looking for any injuries. I want to be able to keep putting out this content for you. Let's see if Talal's been listening. The first few times, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to throw a hook, a nice wild hook. I'm going to see what options he chooses to do, and then we're going to go over it again and see if he's looking at the safety points, see if he's setting up counters and things like that. Okay, so first hook comes. Ooh. All right, I couldn't help it. Already, he's not safe. Let's show you exactly where he wasn't safe. Let's start back where he was before. I threw the hook, he trapped perfectly. He's not trapping good enough with this hand, he's just blocking. So you got to trap hand over, yeah. So now I haven't got any position to slip. Whereas before, his hand was straight, I could slip. So that's number one, yeah? Rule number one, trap properly. The next one, he didn't step out properly. So he stayed quite narrow, so when he turned, he kept his leg here. So straight away, if you watch back, I caught his leg. So I've caught his leg. So from here now, where he didn't trap this arm properly, I've got one leg. In MMA, they will call this the single leg. I can go from here and then drag him down, and already I've now got the advantage. Look at him, he's upset because this is supposed to be his turn, but he's not doing it correctly. So I have to teach. So let's go again, yeah? He traps, he steps with this front leg, that's it, spin backwards. Spin backwards. At the moment there, he's turning, he's not spinning. There's a difference. With this turn, he's stopping halfway. I still can grab that leg if I wanted to. He needs to spin to create as much room. Remember, space equals
opportunity. First time.
Perfect this time, yeah? Big wild hook comes, traps, good. He steps out wide, spins backwards. You're turning. Spin, get that leg backwards. Yes, Beyblade it.
Cool.
Okay, again, wild hook. Good, step, spin. Bit better, but more control, please, more controlled. You will, I promise. Good. Step out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I've realized this is where he's going wrong. He's not controlling my head. He's trying to use power instead of force. So let me show you. He throws the hook. This is exactly what he's doing. He blocks. Now he steps out, which is good. But what he's trying to do is use his power to bring me round. But what he wants to do is just use force, momentum. Step, bring my head down. At the moment he's trying to drag my head. You want to bring my head down because already watch. I'm already half off balance from here. Then all you got to do is take that leg and spin it. Yeah? So head down, spin backwards. Let's watch. Hook comes. Good, he's already stepped, that's good. Bring this head to your hip now. Spin backwards at the same time. You don't have to put it down, as in like yank it, just position it down. Again. Trap, good. Position it down, and as you step, yeah, good. Yeah, that's better. Much better. He's getting it, he's getting it, he's getting it. Let's go again. Here, good. That's better. Better, more controlled, more controlled. Let's go again. Good. Excellent, perfect, that's perfect. Perfect, let's go the other way now. Works exactly the same way. Block, good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's not thinking. Spin that leg backwards. Let's go again that side. Good. Block and trap. Head down, leg backwards. Much better, much better. Now I want you to control it after as well. Don't just let go. So again, block, step, good. What would you do? Yeah, you can knee, you can punch. Now you let go of this hand.
Okay.
How'd you do it? Yeah, good. So let's take it slowly. For every time I move, I want you to move. So you move, good. Control the head, step back. Step wide, spin backwards, good. Hold it there. Now you want to lock this arm. So push it, push all your weight into your palm, lock this arm. So now, if I'm trying to move, it's harder for me to move. So his arm is now really controlling my head. If I go down to grab that leg, he just puts that leg further away. Yeah, he's still controlling this arm. Now from this position, what counters has he got? A nice big, into the body. Go again. Good, bit harder, good. That's enough to really stun me, yeah? And he's not even going all the way through the back. He's just punching me. Now go all the way through the back. Oh, yeah. 1 second. Right, let's go again. Controlling. So yeah, he's got that knee. I'll go for that leg again. He's controlled, yeah? He can line up that punch now. Boom, he can go over the top. And he can go again. So let's look at it. Let's go for 2 knees now. Controls the head. Good, step round. Drives that backward. He lines up his 2 knees. 1, 2, good. That's even better to the head. I'm going for his leg. He's still controlled. Now, remember I said about the sweep. He wants to bring my head down to his hip, hold that leg out, and I should trip over. So remember, my head to his hip.
Ole! Ole!
And that was perfect. That was perfect. So what he did there, as he tripped me, he used his shin to my shin. There's another way to do it where you use his thigh or his shin a bit higher to my leg. So let's just watch it in slow motion. He's caught me here. Good. As he spins me backwards, he's gonna bring his thigh into my thigh. So that way I've got less, he's got more of my body, and I'm just gonna go straight over his leg. Yeah, just like so. I'd fall on my face. So those are the different ways of sweeping. That is just some of the counters. Next video, we're gonna look at them again. We're gonna break it down a little bit more, and then we're gonna start to really have some fun. And in the video after, yes, more catching, more counters, more fancy stuff. So, I've been Mark, he's been
Hello.
You've been great.
Lovely.
And I'll see you on the next video.